Throughout these short film courses, we've talked a bit about getting coverage. Coverage refers to the amount of footage shot for a particular scene. Note that coverage refers to both the quantity and the diversity of your footage. So if you had a dialogue scene and you just had 2 camera angles, your editor might have a difficult time editing that because there isn't much coverage. The exact number of shots that a scene needs to have enough coverage really depends on the scene. For most dialogue scenes, you usually want at least a master shot and a reverse on each character. A master shot is one that shows us the whole world so that we get a sense of the space. And then we go in for reverses. A reverse is when we film one character in a conversation. An external reverse is when we shoot the reverse over the shoulder from behind the other character. An internal reverse is more intimate. It is filmed without the other character in the frame, as if the camera were in between the 2 characters. Some scenes will need insert shots, like these piles of the assurance in the hut scene. You might also want to get close-ups of each character. These tend to be beautiful shots that allow us to feel very connected to a character. With all of these options, the scene has at least basic coverage. The editor can cut to the master shot to disconnect from both characters, or give the audience a sense of the space. The editor can draw us closer to one character with an external reverse, and then even more intimate with that character with an internal reverse. For the bulk of our night scene, for example, we mostly had a master shot and an external reverse on Tayani. This was really her scene, but we wanted to keep Cordelia in frame most of the time so that we always stayed connected to her as well. When we went in on a reverse of Cordelia, we made it an internal reverse so that we could better take in her reaction to hearing all this information. Then we had an external reverse on Cordelia so we could see the magic forming and her reaction to that. Then we had an internal reverse on Tayani for this shot with her eyes all weird. Then we cut back to the master shot after the close-up so we could get a sense of the world again. Then we had an insert shot on the magic so we could see her blowing the magic. Finally, we had an establishing shot to let the audience kind of pull back and take everything in. I will say this about insert shots though, shots on just close-ups of little objects or something. Be careful with those. The DP is also expected to shoot footage that will edit together well. And frequently, cinematographers will try to create an unusual, creative shot here and there. But you need to find an elegant way for the editor to cut into and out of that shot. And it bears repeating to plan your whole shoot intelligently. No matter how insistent your first-time director friend is in shooting in order, don't do that. We typically shoot the master shot first because it requires the most effort. Lights have to be backed away out of the shot. The whole set needs to be perfect and all the cast and extras need to be present. So that gets out of the way first. That's my preference anyway. But then when you go in for reverses, you're only seeing a small section of the whole scene. This makes it easier to position lights and set down gear and not need as many extras or whatever. So make sure you get everything you need while on that side before you switch over to get the other reverse. If shoots are planned well, you can go in for close-ups by simply changing your focal length with the longer lens. That's basically what we did from this shot of the hut to this shot of the hut. Just switch lenses really. And this wide shot has a completely different feel and purpose from this tighter shot of Tayani. So be sure to work out with the director how to get all the coverage you need so that the film can be edited together well.